Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm still here in DC, heading back to Phoenix on Wednesday. And today I'm going to talk about letting your kids fly. And at some point, we all were kids, we all were teenagers. But God had said in Exodus 3:18 that He was going to show the people of Israel, the Egyptians. Is it the Egyptians? He said He have a land of what? He says, so I have come down to deliver them out of the land of the Egyptians and to bring them up from the land to a good and large land, to a land flowing with milk and honey. So one more time. God said, I have come down to deliver them out of the hand of the Egyptians, and to bring them up from that land to a good and large land, to a land flowing with milk and honey. So I was watching this YouTube today, and the lady was saying that she was sleeping in her car because where she was at, living at whatever the job was canceled or whatever, and she'd been putting in applications for a job, and she hasn't been able to find a job. So with that being said, God has a land flowing with milk and honey for us all, and the secret is to connect with your Creator, to find out what your purpose is here on this earth, and to find out where your land of milk and honey is. So in retrospect, you got LinkedIn, you got Indeed, and a lot of times we have our children and we don't want them to leave, but next thing you know, they grown. I was at the grocery store at Walmart last week, and I was looking at some pizzas, and she was asking me, oh, those pizzas, which I wasn't eating them, but I was just looking at them. And she said, yeah, I want to buy pizzas for my son. Now, the lady looked like she was at least 60, right? A Spanish lady. So I said, oh, you buying pizza for your son? I was like, well, how old is he, right? She said, you'll never guess. And I said, how old? And she said, 60. I said, oh, 60. She said, yep, and I'm 80. So with that being said, but she didn't say it. She was saying that, her son does help her a lot, and, he's grown, so she said, laugh. I said, girl, you let him buy his own pizza, because you hate to buy people stuff and they don't eat it. But anyway, so when my kids was coming along, it's 4 of them. The oldest is 34, Mona's 30, Shonda's 30, Joy is 34, Mona's 32, little Kevin just turned 28 last week, and Nini's about to turn 27. But when they come along, I told them, y'all going to this college and getting these degrees. You're not going to stay here and look at each other. When you in college, you start and you're about to graduate, start looking for jobs in your profession. This is what I told my kids. Start looking for jobs in your profession, and wherever that job is, that's where you go. That's where you go. So back to the lady living in the car saying she can't find a job. Well, if you're a plumber and the town you live at, it's 100 plumbers, and there's only 5 plumbing jobs. 5. Well, 95 people not going to have a job. But somewhere in the United States, they're building houses. You hear Jeezy snoring. Somewhere they need plumbers. They need plumbers. So you got to go where where they need plumbers. So if they need plumbers in Utah, guess what? You need to move where they need plumbers in Utah. I know I flew out of Phoenix Airport last week, when I came here, and they had a sign, they having a job fair. They said over 100 jobs, over 100 jobs. They need help. This airport said they need help. They need help. And sometimes with our kids, opportunities come along after they graduate out of high school and they don't take them, they want to take them, but sometimes the parents be, oh, I don't want you to go far away, or look for something close to home. In case something happen, I can help you. Say stuff like that. And but wherever they go, God gonna take care of them. And as a parent, you have to trust in yourself. Maybe that's what it is. Sometimes we didn't have time to spend with our kids, and we can't believe they're grown. So you want to hold on to them a couple of more years. But if you can, let them go. Let them go, even if they go for a year or two and experience life, get a good job somewhere. If they get a good enough job, they can fly you in for the weekend. Hey, or for the week. Fly out to you, you fly out to them. But all of us just sitting around looking at each other, nobody can't find no job. If that's you, and you at a situation where you can't find no job, go on LinkedIn, go on Indeed. Put in your notifications, whatever it is you specify in. And as a matter of fact, some of the jobs, some of the places, they need help so bad, they'll pay your relocation fee. Now, mind you, my kids, my oldest is 34. And just like I'm talking to you, I've always talked to them. So my 34-year-old, it's been about four or 5 years ago. And she's got a degree in psychiatry or something, behavior analyst or something like that, whatever it is. She got paid to fly to St. Croix, the Virgin Islands. I think they gave her like a $10,000 relocation bonus. And my baby moved to St. Croix for 2 years. That's how I raise them. I raise them. Don't just stay here just for the sake of, I don't want to leave my family. Go out and take advantage of the opportunities. There's plenty of opportunities. And not only that, when your kids come out of high school, if you don't want to pay for college, they got Job Corps. They can get all kind of plumbing, electrical, welding skills. They got all kinds. You can go in the military. Matter of fact, my youngest daughter and her husband, he went in the military. Neither one of them went to college. And they were the first ones to buy a house, which they still own the house in Arizona. And the military flew them to California for 2 years. They lived in Sacramento. No, they lived in Sacramento for 4 years. The military pays for their housing and everything. Now she kept going on and on and on, because a lot of her girlfriends was getting relocated overseas. And my daughter, she kept saying, oh, I want to go overseas. I want to go to Germany. I want to go all this place. But anyway, she was always practicing this Spanish. Tu hablo español. ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien. So, honey, last year they got stationed in Spain, Barcelona, Spain, over there somewhere, child. And she's in Spain. My 2 little granddaughters are in Spain. And the military paid for it all. I don't think my daughter worked since she's had my second granddaughter. She hasn't had to work. And I had to talk with her because I think she's still working on her degree, because with the military, they pay for you and your spouse to get your degree if that's what you choose. So she is working on a degree in psychiatry. But I'm like, girl, enjoy your kids, enjoy your husband. You know, I done told her, enjoy your husband. Sometimes she be wanting to talk to me. I say, if you don't get off the phone with me and go in there and look at him, just go look at him. Look at all of him. Get off the phone with me. Go enjoy your husband. Go enjoy your husband for us that don't have no husband. I enjoyed my husband. That's how I got 4 kids. But anyway, that's another story for another day. But yeah. And I told, and my daughter that is in Spain, I know when she was in high school, she always wanted to go to California. And God knows I didn't know how I was going to get her to California. As a matter of fact, I took one of my income tax checks. It was a hair show in Long Beach, California. I'd never been to California, but she always said she wanted to go to California. So I saved my little income tax check and I entered this hair show, and I took her with me, and we went to Long Beach, California, and we took a bus ride downtown Hollywood to the Hollywood sign, and because she told me that's what she wanted to do. She wanted to go to California. She did have opportunity to go to college, but they wanted $100,000 a year, and it didn't work out that way where she had to take out a whole bunch of loans for it. But God made a way otherwise, and she's doing real good. And she's doing real good and don't have to work. She's home with her daughters, and she's studying for her psychiatry degree. Which I'm like, don't worry about no degree, girl. Just love on your husband, love on your kids. Your husband take care of everything. You don't have to work. Just enjoy. But, everybody has to follow their dreams. So that's one thing she wants to do also. So anyway, when it was time for everybody to decide where they want to go or move, I said, go for it. Mommy's a phone call away. Daddy's a phone call away. Because I know when I come along, and I had dreams to go to college and do different things, it was always, oh, you can't do that. Oh, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. And the next thing you know, you stay around the little town or whatever. Next thing you know, you're pregnant. And then that's a whole nother life. Whether you thought you was going to be a singer or a star or this or that, which is nothing wrong with it. If you get pregnant, that's a blessing. Because my daughter, Shonda Joy, I just left her yesterday. She has not been nothing but a blessing. But all I'm saying is, if you're married or single, or with your kid, if you're married or single, and opportunities come along, take advantage of them opportunities. But if once your kids get a certain age and the opportunities for them come, let them take advantage of them. Because some of us, I know you can remember when you was in your 20s, early 20s, late teens, and had opportunities, and you got scared or somebody talked you out of them. And then we see people flourishing, doing good, and you be wondering, well, how they did it. And that's because when the opportunity came, they took advantage of it. They took advantage of the opportunity. They took advantage of the opportunity instead of, we get scared. All of us, because I done got scared. But God has a land full of milk and honey for us all. For us all. And when you step into his purpose, he will show you what to do, and he'll make opportunities come along. But then the opportunities come along and we get afraid. We get afraid. So mama or daddy, if your baby got an opportunity to fly, let them fly. Let them fly. Worst thing to happen is that they fly and they can always come home, and a lot of them do. And then a lot of parents be like, damn, God dang. I know the old lady used to tell me, said they leave and they come back with more, But if you show them how to fly and keep on going, take advantage of every opportunity, they'll make it. We up here on the 7th floor, near the pool down there. People. And this was my dream. When I lived in D.C. as a young woman, I was going to get me an apartment and live in D.C. and work. Yeah. But I'm glad I got married. I'm glad I had my kids because I'm still young. Anything I want to do, I still do it. So I have no regrets. But I do tell people, young people especially, because I work with a lot of young people, but you have opportunities to take them. Because sometimes people don't even ever get to leave that town. People getting killed before they get even go places to discover new things. Yeah. So I wrote on that lady's YouTube, child, go where the jobs is. Go where the jobs is. Yeah, go where the jobs is. Oh, I don't know nobody. You don't have to know nobody. God will send people your way to help you. And you be like, oh my God. God will send you new friends. You go to work. And now technology, you can apply for jobs online. And you sleeping in your car, fill that car up with gas, and just be at work Monday morning. Wherever, Utah. I see they have jobs. I was looking at something. Oh, Nordstrom's. And they're opening up a new Nordstrom's in Tennessee, North Carolina, Arizona, out in Queen Creek. They building, so that means it's new opportunities coming available. It means there's jobs out there. That means there's opportunities out there. So if you live in these little teeny cities where it's 1 billion people and only 10 jobs, go on LinkedIn, go on Indeed, and put in your job, profession, your experience, which you have expertise in, and find out where they need help and go there. And if you got to live in your car for 2 or 3 days till your apartment's ready, or sometime you can get a relocation bonus. But go where the opportunities are. Go where the opportunities are. And you'd be surprised how God will make a way out of no way. And sometimes people, you get around your family. This is just my thought. And you don't do your dream. And some people go crazy. Next thing you know, they're on medication. And because their heart is deferred. Because all you're doing is sitting around listening to the same conversation from 50 years ago. 30 years ago. 10 years ago. And it's a whole world moving forward. So if you have opportunity to fly, whoever you are, fly. I'm flying on Wednesday. I'm flying right back to Arizona. Arizona, when I lived in Delaware, that was COVID 2020. I think I left the Delaware Amazon back in 2019, and I went to 2019, I went to one in New Jersey because it was traffic, because it was one Amazon in Delaware. Now it's 3. But in Arizona, it's 30 Amazons. So plenty of opportunity. I done moved up since I've been in Arizona. I done moved up 3 different times. Opportunities. Bam, 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 bam. Just opportunities. And I ain't went to college. I'm a hairdresser. I had been here for 30 years. 30 years. And only reason why I started working at Amazon is because when COVID come along, things was shut down. But I started doing working at Amazon part-time too, because a lot of my cosmetology hairdresser friends and stuff, they was dying. Nobody didn't have no health insurance. So nobody never went to the doctor because they didn't have health insurance. But anyway, with the young people, they have an opportunity to fly. Let them fly. And you too. If you go ahead and let them go ahead on, you can follow your dream and do whatever you have expertise in. Somebody somewhere needs you. You might have to make, if you was a nurse for 50 years, get on YouTube and tell somebody how you made it as a nurse. Try new things. Take advantage of opportunities. Don't just give up. Don't just give up. Don't just give up. Fly. And it's sad because sometimes you talk to people and that's all they talk about is how, my age. And all they talk about is how when I was 19, my daddy didn't do this, or I was supposed to go in the army and they wouldn't let me, or you know how you be talking to people and they be still with them. I was supposed to do this and I was supposed to do that and I didn't do it. So sometimes we didn't do it because our parents told us not to do it. And then our kids come along and we tell them same thing. Oh, you can't leave. You gotta stay close to home so I can help you. God is their help. God, when God starts opening them doors, can't no man shut. Wow. Ain't no time to worry about no Kamala. Ain't no time to worry about no Trump. If you living your purpose, you just so happy, and God is taking care of you, and you in the center of his purpose. Ain't nothing like that. A land flowing with milk and honey. You ain't got time to even be worried about nothing. But what God told you to do, write a book, start a YouTube channel, buy that new car, buy that new house, start that garden. I was online last night. One of my little friends, he said, he was talking about getting free rocks. I'm like, free rock? Sure enough, I went on Facebook Marketplace, and them pretty rocks you see in people's yard, I guess they be wanting to get new rocks. They have on there, please come pick up the rocks, you haul for free. Big old pretty rock. Like you could set in your yard and make decorations, put them around your plants. Free. Opportunities everywhere. Opportunities in everywhere. And I'm here in D.C. and some of the people, they look like they still standing on the corner from 20 years ago. Never went nowhere, never had they had opportunities, but some people scared. I'm scared to leave my family. I'm scared to leave my family, but my mom, she's so ornery, her and my aunt. God, when I tried to move back, the doors, the opportunity wasn't. I was trying to buy a house back in Delaware, which hopefully I will one day, but opportunity came for me by Arizona, and I did. But I probably wouldn't have flourished like I did, because I tried it. I moved back home when I was in my late 30s. That's before my Uncle Jerry and Uncle Ralph died, my mom's two brothers. And it was hard moving back to that little town. Couldn't find no job. It was hard. Yeah, I was close to my mom, but I couldn't make it. Little jobs here, little jobs there. And it's good for people that's going to retire and you getting a check every month and you want to move to Delaware. Delaware's a good place to move if you want to retire and you done work somewhere 30, 40 years and you got a check coming in, and you can buy a nice house and live very comfortable in Delaware. But for a young person, when you turn 19, ooh, you got to get up out of there. Ain't nothing there for no young people. Ain't nothing there. But it's okay for a person that's retired, that, like I said, you got some kind of steady income. But not for no young people. And I'm pretty sure it's a lot of towns like that all over the United States. You can't find no job except at the Dunkin' Donuts and Walmart. So, matter of fact, I was a long time ago when I first moved to Delaware. I took some career course class or something, and it was about 20 of us. It was for Dover Downs, right? And It was about 20 of us, and we go around circling and ask you your profession. But anyway, it was one girl, she had a master's degree in criminal science. And she was in the group, couldn't find no job. So at the end of the program, they got her a job at Walmart. And I remember back then telling her, girl, up in Wilmington, they got the what is it, like the boys' homes and places like that where they need counselors for. But she didn't want to leave Dover. She didn't want to leave her family. And they found her a job at Walmart with a master's degree. So if I ever hear somebody talking about, I can't find no job and I got all these bills, and you got master's degrees in this, you got to go where they giving the 6 figures at. Because you still got to pay them student loans back. And I tell my oldest daughter, I know she says she working on 6 figures. But because you got all them degrees, you better find a job that you can pay back them loans. You got to. Don't just find your milk and honey. Find your milk and honey. Get out there. Get on Indeed. And some of them, they'll even show you the notifications. Because at one point, I had applied for I have my cosmetology instructor license. But I did that a couple of times, but part-time. Money was good, but the culture is, the culture's not, it's a lot going on. So I always kept my Amazon job. Because at Amazon, they can't talk to you any kind of way. They're not allowed to treat you no kind of way. You can get sent to HR. If your supervisor talking you crazy, you can go to HR. But in the beauty schools, they be off the chain. I don't know, students, I don't know what it is, but when I was in beauty school, we didn't act like that. If the teachers told us to do something, we did it. But now sometimes with because what it is, they're adult learners. So a lot of them are paying to go to school. So they feel like, the school feels like the student is the client. And even if they act plumb crazy, you can't say nothing. So that didn't work for me. But I still keep the degree. I still keep my license in Delaware, and I keep my license in Maryland, and I keep my license in Arizona. So I could do hair if I want to. If Amazon said tomorrow, look, we closing down, I can go do somebody's hair somewhere. All right. Well, I got tea on the stove, and I'm about to fix me a turmeric latte. So remember, God has a land full of milk and honey for you somewhere. You just got to follow where he leads you. And don't be afraid to take advantage of every opportunity. Bye-bye.